Let's see about inferential listening. In academic listening, there are two types are important. One is inferential and the other one is analytical listening. So, inferential listening refers to understanding meanings that are not directly spoken by the speaker. It requires the listener to read between the lines and interpret the message using tone, context, and background knowledge. Instead of focusing only on the words, the listener tries to identify the speaker's intention, hidden ideas, and unspoken emotions. This deeper level of listening helps learners grasp the full meaning of what is being communicated. So, this is inferential listening. The key skills in inferential listening are it involves several important skills such as recognizing tone, understanding implied ideas, and using context clues to make logical interpretations. A listener must observe how something is said, not just what is said, to identify attitudes like sarcasm, excitement, disappointment, or doubt. By connecting spoken information with existing knowledge and situational cues, listener can uncover meanings that are not explicitly stated. This is the key skill required for the inferential listening. Importance of inferential listening. Inferential listening is valuable because it helps students to think more critically and engage deeply with academic content. It improves comprehension by enabling learners to understand complex concepts, hidden messages, and subtle distinctions in a lecture or discussions. This skill also enhances overall communication as it allows individuals to respond more accurately and meaningfully. Strong inferential listeners are better prepared for academic tasks, group interactions, and real life conversations. Examples of inferential listening. Inferential listening can be seen in many everyday situations. For example, a listener may understand a speaker's frustration through tone even if the words sound polite. Students may guess the meaning of difficult phrases using hints from the surrounding context. They may also interpret emotions from voice changes or predict what will happen next based on clues given by the speaker. These examples show how inferential listening helps people grasp deeper meaning beyond surface level information. Next, analytical listening. Analytical listening involves examining a message deeply rather than simply hearing it. The listener pays attention to how ideas are organized, how arguments are built, and whether the information is logical and clear. This type of listening requires breaking the message into smaller components to understand relationships between ideas. It helps listeners think critically and evaluate the true meaning of what the speaker is intended to convey. The skills needed for analytical listening. Analytical listening requires skills such as noticing key points, supporting details, and reasoning used by the speaker. The listener analyzes whether the evidence is strong, whether the arguments are valid, and whether any biases or contradictions are present. By using these skills, the listener can judge the quality and reliability of the message instead of accepting it without reflection. The importance of analytical listening. Analytical listening is important because it helps learners understand complex information and evaluate ideas more effectively. In academic settings, it aids in interpreting lectures, discussions, and arguments with greater depth. It also strengthens decision making skills by encouraging thoughtful consideration of information. This type of listening leads to clearer understanding, better communication, and more informed responses. So, in academic listening, these two are very important. So, by keep on practicing these skills, you can be a better listener. Thank you.